Hello, everyone. Welcome to Developing Palates. I'm Aaron Loomis coming to you from the Drew Estate studio. With me today is Jiunn, Lou, Seth, guys, John McTavish. How you guys doing?
Doing well.
I feel like I'm underdressed for this review.
It's her clots. I look pretty good.
Yeah,
You look
That's
good.
true.
June looks pretty good.
You got the
No,
collared shirt.
June's got like
Seth looks like he just came back from the country club.
yeah.
Probably
No.
did.
I'm the Southern white guy here, man.
All right, so today we are talking about the Ferio Tego Elegancia. Cigar is a Toro 6x50. Comes out of the Casada factory in the Dominican Republic. Wrapper's from Ecuador. Binder is from the Dominican Republic. Filler is from the Dominican Republic and Nicaragua. It is blended by Michael Herklatz. Price point is $21, and the cigar was released in October of 2021. So with all that out of the way, Jiunn, what was your overall experience like with the cigar?
So I think this is one of those cigars that I have where it's like it could go either or, right? It could be a little too mild, hollow in flavors, and therefore not that great. Or it could be quite nuanced with very subtle flavors, which and it's overall good. So that was a little bit of a guess at times within this cigar, but I overall thought that it was the latter of being subtle for sure, but nuanced and like overall good. So a lot of hay, cedar, nuts, a little bit of cherries coming through. Finishes like soft, lingering cedar. So everything about this is very like approachable. And I might say elegant. Elegant. Yes. Okay. All right. But the only thing about the cigar that sucks is, of course, the pricing. It is very bold pricing, no doubt, by Herklatz, in which a lot of people already drove to death and talked about. But I don't know. I mean, it's so here's a question for you guys. So given the price point of this cigar,
June, why are you so afraid? You're so afraid of Herklatz right now.
I'm not. I'm curious.
You just keep rambling on. You've already gotten to the conclusion. I haven't even gotten to my first third yet. Neither has John and Aaron. And you just keep rambling on.
We'll circle back.
We're gonna get back to you, June.
We'll circle back.
All right.
All right, Seth, take us through your experience with it.
God, June, Jesus.
Hey, dude, don't let a guy talk. This motherfucker.
What was your
this
question?
is what white people do always to the surprise people.
What was your question?
No, go ahead. I'll bring it up later.
Are you gonna remember it?
Yeah, I'll bring it up later. Go ahead.
Sweet. All right. I just want to make sure, man. Because I'm a white guy. Medium strength and body throughout, and that might be high. Maybe I would consider it medium. I think most people would probably consider it more mild. Medium was generous on my point. It was probably mild. I like John's thing there. Cream, cedar, citrus. I got some Brazilian nut qualities. First third was the most complex.
That's good looking. Look at that wrapper, man.
The wrapper's nice.
You could serve that on ice cream.
I don't even know that. Little bit of herbal pepper qualities with that cream in the second, and it kind of just remains to the final third. John?
Yeah, I found this, and I'm kind of with June. And June and I often align on profile strength. To me, this was definitely on the is it too light category, but it was nice because you kind of had to reach for the flavors, and there's nothing wrong with that on a sort of super premium cigar. Initial flavor impressions for me were sweet wood, hay, and sort of a clean wood finish, so no tannins, no dryness. A little bit of red pepper flake, just adding just a tinge of spice, the hint of spice, like he had waved red pepper flake over it, but never actually fell into the recipe. Some creamy wood developed, and baking spices and a little bit of mild chocolate. So, I mean, it was pleasant, enjoyable. The second, third, creamy baking spices and sweet wood, but kind of became more wood focused, and the wood actually ended up moving up to medium strength in the second, third. And then there was nutmeg earthiness, which was interesting, but I don't think there was enough other notes going in with that to keep it sort of balanced. And then last third was just creamy wood and nutmeg, which, a little bit of mild chocolate, but it was so faint that it pleasant but not complex. Burn was fantastic. Man, I had a bum draw. I had like well, not bum draw, but like 2.5, 3 notches resistance. So a little bit snugger than I would expect. So for me, kind of left me with a pretty average, slightly above average experience. Aaron?
Yeah, for me, the cigar started with toasted cedar, mustiness, some light chalkiness. Chalkiness left a little bit later. Some dry herbs joined in towards the end of the first third. And that's kind of, held through the second third, and the final third saw the toast build up and kind of transitioned to char along with a little bit of bitterness going in there. I thought the cigar was quite average through the first 2/3. Final third dropped down a bit more with that char and bitterness. Overall, I thought the cigar was a bit of a disappointment. I was eager to see how the limited edition for the new company would go. But add that high price point in here, and it's a really tough call to want to come back to the cigar. So yeah, just not for me. All right, let's get into the scores. Let's start at the top with Jiunn at 6.82. Seth gave it a 6 even. John gave it a 5.8. I gave it a 5.25. So Jiunn had that 6.82 matchup for you.
Seems kind of high.
After the
Just stick to your guns.
That's why I was wanting you to stop while you're ahead there, buddy.
Oh man. I would like to adjust the score, please. Okay. No, just kidding. It's I mean, I still think it's an overall good cigar. So so to that extent, somewhere around that 6 range is fair. It's totally fair. I mean, it is what it is, but I can't get behind the price point of something like this for someone that just came out with their own brand. Like, it's so aggressive. I mean, he definitely has history, of course, in the industry, and a really lengthy history, but to blast out and come out with something from, like, no offense, but like Quesada factory of all places, and to have a $20 cigar, like, this is pretty crazy. By the way, what I was going to ask you guys is, do you think this is worth the $21 cigar in the sense of like the way it looks and the way it came in packaging? And I actually didn't know what it came with, like, aside from, of course, the bands that we saw.
Yeah, like you mean the box or whatever.
Yeah, and I think if I'm looking at this right, it came with like is that like a felt? I think, how like they come with the what is it, like the Cohiba Grand Reservas, and the
they have
Reserva, with that felt,
that felt
with
into
the
a little
gold
folder.
Yeah, I think it came with one of those too.
Hmm.
So I guess it looks the part, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, I know I scored it well, but this is hard to chew on for $20. So
All right, Seth, 6 even.
Yeah, I mean, I think it sums up the cigar. I think it's a good cigar, average cigar. I think the first third was good cigar, was really good. I think if it had continued that way throughout, it would have done really well. Looking at it, I think it's more expensive than the Sterlings. And I always thought that his Sterling blend, and I haven't smoked his new Sterlings, but I'm assuming they're going to be fairly similar to the previous Sterlings, was just a better or stronger blend, and it's a better price. So yeah, I mean, the price is high, but gosh, Aaron, you and I have been smoking 2022 cigars, and it's kind of right in line with all of them. So it's yeah. I mean, if I had to choose this or a Sterling, I'd pick up Sterling.
All right, John, 5.8.
Yeah, I mean, I'm with Seth on the flavor profile. I think it was promising the first third, and I think if the second third had kept the same level of complexity, it could have been in the mid 6s. The downside is that I'm Scottish by heritage, so I think the expression for that is just cheap as cheap gets out. So for me to justify a $21 price point, and it doesn't factor into our scoring, but for me to justify a $21 price point, the flavor profile would have to be in the very good category. Otherwise, like, to me, this is $8 or $9 max. Presentation's beautiful, but ultimately, I'm a cheap guy, so I don't care. I got to smoke it. It's got to taste good. So I think it's close, but not quite there for me. Aaron?
Yeah, my 5.25 matches up well. I mean, that was a below average flavor profile. Had really good construction, but yeah, I don't know. It's all the Nat Sherman stuff, and now this kind of been hit and miss with me. So just some that work for me, some that don't work for me. So this is just kind of one of the doesn't work for me category. But yeah, that price point is rough. So hopefully get to see some more stuff coming out in the future that's maybe not at the higher price point.
10, 12 bucks would be nice.
I mean, with how 2022 is shaping up, I mean,
Yeah.
he could play in the $15 space and be considered like in the mix with a bunch of other people, and it wouldn't, raise any eyebrows. I don't think so. We'll see. Final thoughts from you guys on this? No.
I mean, isn't this a limited edition?
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh,
Don't have to worry about it.
so was this, and part of my ignorance, but was this with these two cigars? This was his initial release. Is that correct?
Kind of re-released the some of the old Nat Sherman brands.
Yeah. But like this is the first
these are
two
the
releases.
first like new things.
Ferio
Yeah.
Tego.
Yeah, this is like, I am here.
Yeah.
I mean, I would say,
Look at
and
that.
I mean, I know I'm not a brand owner or whatever. I'm not sure, as someone who's been in the industry for media coverage for a long time, I don't know if I would come out of the gate with 2 limited editions. I might come out with a regular portfolio option and a limited edition, but not 2 limited editions. Cause I don't know. That's just me, but what do I know? I don't own a cigar company. I don't own a cigar brand. So, no one should take advice from me, but,
If you did it, but if you did 2 in 2022 and they just had 2 different cigars then as well and kept having it be a tradition, what if you did that?
Maybe.
I think the only issue is that when you're putting out an initial offering, it just limited edition is not the way I would go. I don't know, like it just limited editions to me are kind of a celebratory milestone thing. You know what I mean? Like maybe after you'd been providing your main offerings for 6 months, come out with a limited edition. I just think 2 limited editions out of the gate. I don't know. That's just me. I know nothing. I don't own a cigar brand. Don't take advice from me.
Well, he's also been
he's
around for a
prob-
while, right?
He has been around for a hot minute.
He's probably like, man, I bet you I could trick Coop into buying both of these fucking boxes.
He's like, if Coop's gonna give number 3 as, just kidding.
I know I could get Dojo to probably buy 12.
Yeah.
There you
Oh
go.
man.
All right. If you're just catching this video,
And
on
those
YouTube,
dumbass YouTubes. No, just kidding.
Oh, now we're beefing.
yeah. If you just catch this video on YouTube, be sure to subscribe to us. Also check out the full written review on the website, developmentpalace.com. Follow us on all the social media channels, and you catch all of our review recaps on podcasts, so iTunes, Google Play, and Podbean. Thank you for tuning in. We'll catch you on the next one.
Elegancia.